Hello everyone, a hearty welcome to BioWorld. What we have discussed in our previous class, please recall? Yes, the sense organs, tongue and nose. Today we are going to discuss another important sense organ. Can you guess? Hey, listen! What a melodious music! Can you identify the instrument? Yes, very good. It's violin. How we able to identify it? Which is the sense organ related to that? Yeah, very good. That's a ear, human ear. So today we are going to discuss the sense organ human ear. Ear is located near the temporal bone of a skull. For the sake of study, we can divide the structure into three main parts: external ear, middle ear, and internal ear. External ear is composed of three parts: pinna, auditory canal, and eardrum. Eardrum is also known as tympanum. Pinna carries sound waves to auditory canal. Auditory canal is also known as ear canal. It carries sound waves to tympanum. Presence of small hairs and wax inside the canal. These wax and hairs prevent dust and foreign particles from entering the ear. Tympanum, also known as eardrum, is a thin circular membrane that separates the middle ear from the external ear. Tympanum vibrates in resonance with sound waves. So here you can see the three major parts of the external ear: pinna, ear canal and eardrum. Let's move to the next part of our ear, middle ear. Middle ear is composed of ear ossicles, eustachian tube, oval window and round window. Ear ossicles is composed of three tiny bones: malleus, incus and stapes. They amplify and transmit the vibrations of the tympanum to the internal ear. Eustachian tube connects the middle ear and the pharynx. It protects the tympanum by balancing the pressure on either side of the tympanum. Oval window, it's a membrane covered opening from the middle ear to the cochlea. The stapes bone transmit movement to oval window, which is in turn transmitted to the internal ear. Round window, it's another opening covered by a stretch of membrane in the middle ear below the oval window. It allows fluid in cochlea to move, which in turn ensures the hair cells of cochlea. It helps in the movement of fluid inside the cochlea. The next most complicated part is the internal ear. Internal ear is situated inside a bony case in the skull called bony labyrinth. The bony case has membranous labyrinth. The membranous labyrinth is filled with a fluid named endolymph. The space between membranous and bony labyrinth is filled with a fluid called perilymph. The internal ear is composed of vestibular apparatus, nerves, and cochlea. Vestibular apparatus. It is a system found in the inner ear involved in balance. It is composed of vestibule and semicircular canals. It is a sensory system that is responsible for providing our brain with information about motion, head position, and spatial orientation. It helps to maintain posture. Semicircular canal are three tiny fluid-filled tubes in the internal ear. It contains sensory receptors help to maintain body balance. Moving to the next part, cochlea. Cochlea is a spiral-shaped cavity in the bony labyrinth. It is the part of inner ear that helps in hearing. The cross-section of cochlea shows three chambers, two of them filled with perilymph, while one is filled with endolymph. Organ of Corti contains sensory hair cells which helps in hearing. So let's see what is organ of Corti. Cochlea consists of three chambers. Middle and lower chambers are separated by a membrane called basilar membrane. Specialized sensory hair cells are present in basilar membrane which function as auditory receptor. The basilar membrane and sensory hair cells are together known as organ of Corti. So here you can see a section of organ of Corti. So what do you mean by organ of Corti? The basilar membrane and sensory hair cells are together known as organ of Corti. Organ of Corti helps in hearing. Nerves. Two types of nerves are related to ear, vestibular nerve and auditory nerve. As I said, vestibular nerve transmit impulse from vestibular apparatus to cerebellum, whereas auditory nerve transmit impulse from cochlea to cerebrum. So let's recall what we have studied today. Yes, human ear is composed of three parts: external, middle and internal. All the three parts work hand in hand. So here I am winding up. Thank you.